What's going on, everybody? Well, my Saturday morning plans changed. We had storms hit. My plan was I was going to be out clear cutting and cleaning up a piece of property I was granted permission to hunt last year, and we had storms hit about 5:30 this morning. Storms rolled through. Supposed to be around most of the day. The gentleman that owns the property was like, "Hey, um, we're gonna call it today. We're not gonna do it." And I was like, "All right, cool." So um, I've actually, which is actually kind of cool because I'm I don't know, about next 30 minutes or so, I'm gonna head down to the bow shop. And you see a little lightning hit through. Head down to the bow shop and pick my bow up. I've done a lot of tinkering for this year, and I did a bunch of upgrades, just gear I've wanted to try. Gear I've been excited to try. This year I've went with new arrows, new broadheads, new arrow rests, stabilizers. Same bow, still shooting my same 2020 VXR 31.5 from Matthews. Love things that tank. It's like a mule. I've upgraded 70. I went up to 75-pound mods. Went to 80% let off, cut down from 85. I just want a little more speed. The Axis arrows, the 5mm Axis arrows are I think they're about 30 grains heavier than my black arrows I shot the last few years. Switched up my release, still going thumb release, switched companies. Still shooting Tetris Rise, but I've made some upgrades. I love the HJ Rise. There's stuff I wanted to try, and each year I tend to kind of just pick something a little different to mess with. So this year I did a complete, worn out from a complete overhaul. Like everything's changed. Pretty much the only thing that is legit my bow is the bow itself. This will be 4 seasons of paint getting chipped off, dinging around in the woods. This year I'm doing the saddle system. Could care less if you are the private land, public land debate. Like, I'm hunting public land, and I have a couple days a year I get to hunt a small piece of private land. I kind of just got tired of hauling in with my climber. It's just finding it harder and harder to find trees that are, like using a climber. I just wanted to change it up. Like, it's not I hunt public ground. Oh, you hunt private. That debate I'm over with. It's not even something I accept in my world. I've hunted both. I hunt both. As everyone likes to call it, the manicure, rich man's land. It's just with the price of leasing, with the price of land. I'd rather put my money into my gear, which I did this year, and I want to go I'm going to go back to state land. I mean, there's giants, there's Boone and Crockett's, there's Pope and Young's on them, there's giant bucks shot off them every year. The only thing I like about having my own little piece of privacy, like I call it like privacy. It's like a retreat, is not seeing anybody, not hearing anybody. But I'm gonna rock it this year. Like, lost my personal property I had for 10 years last year. Just felt it was best to step away. I was already being forced out, and it just was getting where it was just best that I just left. So like I said, sorry if this is getting to be a little rambling. I haven't posted in a long time. Supposedly getting ready to kick off 7/12s a week for work to get some projects done. Summer's here, it's busy, we're working. I'm already working 6-7 days a week already. So so basically I just overhauled, which once I get my bow, I'll show you guys what exactly, like, everything's different. But I went with new strings. I mean, everything's done, like everything's. But this is what I'm excited about. This is one particular piece of gear I've held off for quite a while. I'm excited about this to go on my Tetra Rise mount. I actually finally just got my piece, like my order in. This is the little UV Micro, and then I went with the UV3, the the double pin, 10,000 pins. I was excited about it. I just was a little hesitant. But I mean, I'll even throw it out there. I went UV3 button. I got the the new Chris B grip. I'm trying that new grip out. So I love just mess with my bow. And granted, everything I spent this year on stabilizers, strings, arrow rest, UltraView stuff, like the UltraView, the scope, the grips. My wife actually bought me the original grip. I bought the new grip. I bought the thumb button. So everything, plus arrows, everything I bought this year. Could have bought me a new bow, but I love my VXR 31.5. It's just my last bow I've kept for I mean, my gosh, I can't. 8 years, I think I shot the last bow before I bought this one, and I only got rid of that because I have my shoulder injuries are finally starting to kick in, and I just needed something a little easier to shoot. So, like I said, I went 75-pound mods. Dude, I decked my Matthews out this year. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what the season brings in. It's literally just monsoon downpouring. I don't even want to go out to my truck, but like I said, I will definitely get some videos up regarding I'll show you guys my bow. I'll do a little better job of keeping my page going. Still trying to figure out. I've been doing a lot of research on here on YouTube, trying to learn to be a little better with the digital creation side. There's just something I really didn't get into. I'm just not I never was a computer guy. I was just, let me work, let me make money. I mean, I'm built like, I'm a Midwest hoss, like corn-fed dude. Like that's how I'm a dude. I'd rather have an axe and a chainsaw in my hand, cutting trees down, split lumber. That's just been my personality. So actually stepping into like creating something and making myself do technology and computer or like software, like editing type stuff, it's something very new, but something I really want. I got a couple really, like there's a few guys in this game that I give the utmost absolute respect and admiration to for their quality of what they can do with a camera and what they can do with an editing program. Like it just blows my mind. And like that's where I'm trying to get, is like I want to get good with a camera. I want to get good with putting something on my computer and learning how to take it from my camera to my computer to an outlet on social media. And like I said, I've zero, like if you see like my followers to my, there is no like Matthew sponsorship. There is no Chris B and UltraView company giving me, the HHA is not giving me money. Easton Arrows ain't giving me money. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like money, but I'm saying like, there's no spot. Like everything I buy comes out of my blood, sweat, and tears, and well burns and exhaustion. Like I pay for everything I own. I always have. When I finally feel like there's enough trust, and I feel like it's gonna be a product that I feel comfortable trying. Like that's a lot of it, and I do hesitate. Like I'll be like, oh, boom, I want to buy it, and then I'm like, I'm a little iffy on it. And it's nothing against the product. It's just I'm like change. Like I'm gonna go from shooting one, but it's just like change. It's like, and I mean like I bought 2 Montana knives. I've definitely invested in myself. Camo is about the only thing I kind of got left to get a few pieces of gear and some new cold weather or like late season boots. Get a new pair of like muck boots or something. But like I don't want, like I'm not, like I don't bash. Like I just, if I like something, like I shot the old HHAs when they came out. And then I went to, ended up like in a Fast Eddie XL, like from Spot Hog, awesome site. And then I was like, a few years before these Tetra double pin HHAs came out, I was like, man, I wish if they just had that 2-pin just a 2-pin sight I would have bought. And then it's like, boom, like Spy Hog came out with it. And then I'm like, oh man. So I was like, all right, well, I want to pick this up, give it a whirl, and see how I like it. And it was a great sight. Killed a couple deer with it. Shot it. I loved the sight. And then HJ came out with the Rise, and I was like, gotta have it. But yeah, so I know it's just been a long rambling video, but I'm super excited. Can't wait to show you guys the upgraded bow. Things are gonna happen. I'm asking questions. And I've been trying to get a little more of my mental health side. It's never really been that great, and it's been a little rough the past few years, and been a long about the last 5.5 years or so has been pretty rough, more than usual. But I am making sure I've kind of more invested in me personally. So if I do something, I generally let the guys I speak to on social media, I'm like, oh dude, why didn't I didn't video it, or I didn't take a picture, or it's like a moment I didn't put on here. And I get like, you gotta post and post and post to create the life you want. But my personal fitness, getting what once was a physique back, just mentally. My wife's new kitten is destroying what I got sitting around. It's just going nuts. I figured it would have been asleep by now. It's been up and it's trying to like rip my shirts off them. Hey, Symbol, leave my clothes alone. But yeah, I'm just trying to get, it's like I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I used to not look like this. It plays a lot mentally on your toll, and just, making sure I've been working on and off sick. A couple weeks it was rough. I actually missed work just because I was like, I'm not feeling it. I took a day off, went in, I was like, man, I gave him 6 hours. I'm like, I gotta go. It's just been, and I'm like, I'm investing back in myself. I'm like, I'll be honest with you, I don't like wearing a 34 or 36 inch waist. I miss being in a 30 or 32. I'd like to go back to being able to wear like large t-shirts and large shirts, and not have to go and be like, oh man, I'm going X and double X. It's not that great of a feeling when you're like, I weighed 220 and 30 something pounds in the military, and I could wear a 30-inch waist. Like that was, or a 32-inch waist. I'm like, man, those days need to come back. And then I'm like, oh man, I'm almost 40 years old. I'm like, half the time I don't even eat at work. I'm like, it's too hot. I don't feel like eating. Like, I'm not. So I was like, it's not excuses. It's like reality kicking in. Like, oh, you're literally not retaining protein. It's just like stuff you need to do, but you've never done. Like, you don't do. But yeah, sorry for the long video. So basically what I'm doing, things are changing. Like, things are going to change for the good. Can't guarantee I'll have any deer kills on video, because honest to goodness, if I see them, and you may see videos of guys walking by, climbing up trees next to you like they do. And said, I'm not doing there's no public, private. I'm like, kill what you kill, dude. I care less if you have a 15-acre field plot or 15-acre freaking cornfield, bean field, radishes, or you walk out in the middle of a timber that you can't do anything to and kill a deer. Hunting's hunting. Just need to stand by each other and back each other. So I'm gonna head to your bow shop. Actually, I want to stop and get me some breakfast. I got a bow shop. I'm gonna try to get my bow completely, at least my 20 yard on my so I can start because honest goodness, I couldn't even tell you from last season where I put my sight tapes. So basically, if I can pull my old actual sight tape off to my yardage, sight tape, sight end tape off my old actual hunting tape. I hope I can peel it off and just use the factory one. And then go from there. But I'm excited. Things are coming. Sorry for the long video. It'll probably be too long to post on YouTube because there's something I probably don't have done. But yeah, just excited. Glad to see what happens this year. I know there's some big there are some big bucks running around. This little piece of private land I can't access. There are a few other people that hunt it, so like I said, I'm not. If I get on there, I get on there, and if not, like I told a buddy of mine, I said, dude, I'll be hanging out on public ground, fighting for a spot. It is what it is. It ain't to say like I'm not trying to get pity from you. I'm not trying to get like, oh man, you gotta hunt public. Dude, I'm just telling you where I'm at. Like I'm on state land. It ain't like, guys go to outfitters like, hey, I'm hunting at such and such outfitter. I'm like, well, guess what? I'm hunting at state land. That's all it is. So if you got a problem, if you think like, I don't think I'm better than you, I don't think you're better than me, I don't think I'm worse than you, and I don't think you're worse than me because you get the privilege or you broke your back and paid the money to have the land to be able to call your own, or your family broke their backs to farm a land, and guess what? Generation by generation, it's yours. Welcome to the American dream. Like, that's it. The dream is, if your dream is to own your own chunk of land and chase your own deer and Boone and Crockett bucks, and that's the American dream. That's what it's about. If you don't like the idea of having your own land, don't complain because you don't hunt your own land. Just be like, some days it sucks. People walk in on you. Guess what? They suck when you own your own land. Deer aren't there. Deer you had on camera. Guess what? They ain't gonna be there. You know what? You're gonna have a trespasser. Just life. Like, that's life. Some days your worst day may be a pack of coyotes coming through and chasing every deer you had coming in your tree stand off. So I'm a hunter. Y'all are hunters. Just be hunters. Like, instead of like instantly like bashing someone because they have a so-called manicured land and have the money to pump back into their land, congratulate them. Like, you can be like, dang, I wish that was my buck, because I do it. I'm like, golly, that's awesome. Congratulate them. Be happy that someone had success to put food on their table, meat in their freezer, and some antlers on the wall if that's what they do. But so that's it, man. Just letting you guys know there's gonna be upgrades, updates, changes made. So hopefully this year I can grow my pages, grow my Instagram, grow my YouTube. But it is what it is. So hang in there with me this year, and hopefully I can give you guys something worth sticking around for. So to all those that did subscribe and still hanging around with me, appreciate y'all. Thank you.